I'm Harold. This is my wife, Denise. We've been married for 60 years, and before you scroll away or skip this video, I need you to hear something important. What we're about to share. We wish someone had told us on our wedding day back in 1964. These aren't small regrets. These are the mistakes that nearly ended our marriage. And if you're in a relationship, or hoping to be in one someday, this might save you years of pain.
When Harold says, nearly ended, he's telling the truth. There were long stretches of our life where I honestly didn't know if we'd make it to the next anniversary. People look at us now and assume it was easy. They see 60 years and think we figured it out early. We didn't. We made mistakes that cost us closeness, time, and moments we'll never get back. But we learned. That's why we're here.
Mistake number 1, keeping score. For the first 15 years of our marriage, I kept a silent record in my head. I took out the trash. I fixed things. I worked hard. And every time Denise asked for help, I'd think, don't I already do enough? I didn't say it out loud, but she felt it. Resentment has a way of making itself known.
And I had my own scorecard. I cooked every meal. I raised our 3 children. I managed their lives, their school, their illnesses. I remembered every birthday, every anniversary, for both sides of the family. So when he came home exhausted and complained about his day, I swallowed my anger and added another mark to my list.
That mindset slowly poisoned us. Because marriage isn't a transaction. It's not about keeping things perfectly even. Some seasons, one person carries more. When I was injured in 1983 and couldn't work for months, Denise carried everything. Later, when her health failed, I did the same. But before we learned that, we wasted years measuring sacrifice instead of showing up.
The wake-up call came from our daughter. She was grown, struggling in her own marriage, and she asked me, "Mom, do you and Dad even like each other?" That question broke me. We loved each other. I know that now. But we'd become so obsessed with fairness that we forgot how to be partners. That's when I stopped counting. Not instantly, but deliberately.
Mistake number 2, believing you can change the person you married. Denise has always been a planner. Lists, schedules, certainty. I've always been the opposite. For decades, we fought about it. She wanted structure, I wanted freedom.
I thought if I explained it clearly enough, or passionately enough, he'd change. He thought the same about me. All we really did was make each other feel wrong. Mistake number 3, staying silent about the hard things. This one is mine. I avoided difficult conversations because I didn't want conflict. So I stayed quiet. And quiet turned into pressure. Small hurts don't disappear when you ignore them. They stack up until something tiny makes everything explode.
What finally changed was recognizing the truth. Her planning isn't control. It's how she feels safe. And my spontaneity isn't carelessness. It's how I experience joy. Once we accepted that, everything softened. She plans our trips, manages our calendar, keeps our life organized. And I bring surprise into her carefully structured world. We stopped fighting our differences and started letting them work for us.
Mistake number 3, staying silent about the hard things. This one is mine. I avoided difficult conversations because I feared conflict, so I stayed quiet. But silence doesn't remove pain. It stores it. Small hurts pile up quietly until something insignificant causes an explosion that was never really about that moment.
I remember one time when Denise completely lost her temper because I forgot to pick up milk. Just milk. I stood there confused, thinking, this can't possibly be about milk. And it wasn't. It was months of feeling unheard, and the milk was simply the final straw.
If I had spoken sooner, calmly, things could have been different. If I had said, "When you forget what I ask, it makes me feel unimportant," we could have talked. Instead, Carla stayed silent until my frustration turned into anger. And anger solves nothing.
We learned to speak up earlier, not harshly, but honestly. This hurt me. Can we talk about this? Difficult conversations don't have to be fights. They can simply be conversations.
Mistake number 4, believing your marriage can run on autopilot. After about 25 years together, we fell into routine. We assumed love would maintain itself. That history was enough. We stopped dating each other, stopped asking meaningful questions. Our conversations became logistics, groceries, bills, appointments. We weren't enemies, we were roommates.
Mistake number 5, forgetting you're on the same team. For years, arguments felt like battles. Someone had to win. But marriage doesn't work that way. If one person wins, both lose.
What shook us was watching friends divorce after nearly 4 decades together. Everyone was shocked. But later she told me we weren't unhappy, we were just existing. That terrified me. We brought back date nights. Nothing fancy, just intentional.
The turning point came when our son was struggling deeply. We had different opinions, but we couldn't afford to fight. So we listened, we compromised.
Ice cream in the car, cards at the kitchen table, time where we chose each other again. Marriage needs attention. It won't thrive if you ignore it.
And we remembered we were a team. When you remember that, arguments change. You stop trying to hurt. You start trying to understand.
We're not perfect. Even now, after 60 years, we still stumble. But we catch ourselves, we course correct, and we choose each other every day.
If I could speak to my younger self, I'd say this: stop keeping score. Accept who she is. Speak before silence turns into anger. Never stop dating your wife. And always remember, you're on the same team.
60 years is a long time. We've lost people we loved, celebrated victories, endured pain. We've changed, but we've changed together. And that made all the difference.
If this meant something to you, subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments. We're planning to answer questions soon about marriage, life, mistakes, anything you want to ask.
We won't be here forever, but while we are, we want to pass on what we've learned. If it helps even one relationship grow stronger, it's worth it. Thank you for listening.